All right, you guys, I feel like I need to help more with these problems at the bottom because I did talk about solving the triangle, but I don't feel like I gave you enough really good information to be super successful. So what I like to do is jot down ABCs. The large ones are going to be my angles. The lowercase are going to be my sides. When you look at the triangle, angle A will be across from side A, angle B will be across from side B, C will be across from C, and so on. The only angle I have right now is angle B. Well, technically that's not true because I also know that angle C is 90. And that means that in this case, I know two of the three, so I don't have to do any trig. I just have to remember that they total 180. So if I'm just going to take what I've got and then I can subtract to find that last angle is going to be a 28. So the thing I'm looking for here is this one. And I already know it's 28 degrees simply because they have to add up to 180. Then the other piece of information I was given is side B, which is 22.6. So that means I need to find these two. If I solve for one of them, then I can use Pythagorean theorem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for A first and then use A squared plus B squared to find C squared. So if I am looking for side A, that's going to be this one right here because it's across from angle A. And the only thing I know right now is 62. Across from that makes this the opposite side, and then this one is attached to it, so that becomes the adjacent side. So thinking back to SOHCAHTOA, the fact that I have opposite and adjacent involved means tangent is going to be the tool of choice. So the tangent of 62 equals opposite over adjacent, which I don't know. You've probably figured out by now that when you have this set up, you're ultimately going to divide, and A will equal 22.6 divided by the tangent of 62 degrees. So I bust out my trusty calculator and take 22.6 divided by tan 62, and I get that A is 12. All right. So then to find C, I don't need to do trig. I can take A squared plus B squared to get my C squared. When I do the 12 squared plus 22.6 squared, I end up with this. And then in order to get C alone, I'll square root it. Now, normally you would have to do plus or minus, but since we're finding the length of something, the negative answer doesn't make any sense. So I'm getting 25.6, which is okay because when I look at this, that is my longest side as it should be. Okay, let me find another one where I don't. Is there anywhere I don't know an angle to start with? No. All right. I'm just going to randomly pick another one. Then let's take a look at 21. I like to organize it the same every time. Angles and sides. I know angle A and I know angle C. I know this is across from B. So the 29.3 is going to be side B. This will be A. This will be C. I do not know those. So I know three things and I do not know three things. Just like in the first example, here I can do this as a total, making sure they add up to 180. And when I do that, I find out that the other one is 62. So now when I want to find these, again, I can find A and then use it to find C. So looking in my picture, side A is over here. I know this angle, so that makes side A the opposite of that angle. And then the other thing I know is this 29.3, which is next to the angle and therefore the adjacent side. So the tangent of my angle equals opposite over adjacent. And in this case, I'm simply going to multiply that 29.3 up here because when I multiply it on this side, it cancels. So back to the calculator, 29.3 times tan 28 gives me 15.6. And now that I know 2 out of the 3, I can take A squared plus B squared to find my C squared. I'm calculating right now. That's why it's so quiet. Bust out my root. And I'm getting C is 33.2-ish. Totally legit answer because it is the longest of my 3 sides. So hopefully those 2 examples can help you be more successful on the remaining ones where your job is to find everything. Solve the triangle. Bye guys, have fun.